Okay guys, so today I'm going to talk about how to level up in Black Desert. So I'm assuming that you're going to learn how to level quick. So I've already got a witch, but I'm going to make another one. I'm going to show you how to level up really fast. And you'll notice this is the outfit you can buy. It's like it's about 20 million off the marketplace. Really, once you get leveled up really high, it doesn't take long to make 20 mil. But the outfit is a little sexy ass witch. You'll notice, really short, skimpy, see-through type dress. Really looks good. So anyway, let's get down to how to level up a character real fast so you make a lot more money. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take a witch. I've got a witch. I've got a wizard. I've got most of the characters in the game. And so then you're going to sit down and you're going to have the creator. The horoscope, it matters not what you choose. Some of the NPCs, they have the same horoscope that you're going to have, and so they'll like you better. And you just give it any name, and you create the character, and you say connect. And BDO is a really good game. It's only $9.99. You're not going to find hardly a better looking graphics game than this game is. The graphics are superb. The fighting is really great. The thing that you can fish, it has boats. There's a lot of stuff that this game has that makes you can trade between cities. The biggest downfall to this game that I find is it doesn't have dungeon, it doesn't have raids. It has one dungeon, but the dungeon's is in the desert. You need a group of 5 people, and you need to be around 59 or 60 to be able to do it because it's just that hard. And I don't know why it actually came into my wizard when I took it the other one. Okay. And you can customize the girl. I mean, you can make her look, if you want to have black hair, red hair, blonde hair, whatever. I didn't take time. I just used the default one because I'm probably going to delete this character back out just a little bit after I show you how to level up some with it. Everybody looks like a vagabond when they start. They got crappy stuff on. As you notice, they don't look good at all. The witch is always a young one. It's going to give you this little tutorial. It's boring as all get out. After you've done this 1 or 2 times, you just don't really want to sit again, but it makes you go through it anyway. And we got the little Black Spirit. I think I'm going to call him Prince from now on. For one thing, I like Prince's music. Of course, Prince is dead now, so, you know, I guess he's a spirit. And he's going to give you several little quests to do. Mostly as to how to communicate with him to start off with, move around the map, and all that kind of shit. So, it's like all Korean games. They spend all this time making up these maps just like this. And you level up just so easy that it's just unreal. And you never come back to these little maps, but they spend a lot of time creating all this stuff. And their leveling system is kind of a little bit on the screwy side. I've always thought for any Korean game I've ever played, because to start out you level so fast and you get up to a certain level, and then it's just like an epic thing to get one more level. Now it's going to show you to do the T key just to travel somewhere, which is really nice in this game. As you'll notice when you hit the map icon, you see the little white line and it's traveling to it. You can actually set yourself an on line somewhere else. Like if you set it here, no, it's not going to let me until I probably get out of the little cutscene, but I'll show you in a second. So, no, I'm still in it. So it shows you these little fighting skills and combos to use. And it gives you a little bit of experience and a little bit of money. Later on, you don't get any experience for any quests at all. You just get this. You get this experience for CP points, which are contribution points, so you can get things like laborers, and you can tie nodes together to trade with. And so which is really kind of nice compared to a lot of other games where you have to go out and you have to actually sit down and you have to actually farm this stuff yourself. The only thing I've ever farmed for in this game is logs to build boats with, but that's it. Now he's going to give you another one. You're going to go kill some weasels. Now, if you don't, when you start the game up, unless you buy one of the packs that has the, where you pay extra and you get some pets, you're not going to have pets. And I've got pets. My pets are, and you can buy the pet food from just like any of these guys. You can buy this cheap food here. And so, and you can feed your pets. And it's a lot easier because you don't have to hit the R all the time to pick everything up. And when you first start out, you want to loot everything you can because you're going to need money. I mean, you need a lot of money in this game. That's one thing about it. This game takes a hell of a lot of money. The really good stuff are like billions of silver, and even if you get up to like level 55 or 56 and you're farming the high level areas all the time, and you're farming 7-8 hours a day, you're not going to make like maybe 100 mil in a day, which is a lot of money. You know, but the really good farmers can do that. I would get way burnt out on grinding way before then. And so I don't have that much money. I've got a lot of money, but nothing like that. I've got a lot of money in equipment. So you just keep taking this stuff, and he's going to give you experience. He gives you these little scrolls that are worth 10% more experience, too, that I'll start using after I really start trying to kill stuff a lot. And if it's for the weekend, it'd be even better because they give you 100% experience boost on the weekend. Now, the nice thing about a wizard is they've got really nice AoEs. That's chain lightning. Chain lightning looks great. It's really nice. It kills a lot of stuff, and it levels you up quick. And your pets will take a little while to run around and get stuff. The higher the level they go, the quicker they pick up, and the higher the level the pets are, the faster they'll loot. But they still take a while. You can kill way more than you can actually pick up. You can see I'm already level 8 in this game. And they're going to attack me, so I'm going to have to kill them before. You can actually just like this thing is just like a lawnmower. You can just spin around in a circle and just kill stuff. Alright, so you kill the wolves, you kill the foxes. You notice you get combat skill points. You have to level up to certain levels to use them. And along the way, when you kill all this stuff, you're going to find like items, shoes. You get helmet, shoes. This ups your DP. DP stands for defensive points. Your AP stands for attack points. And so you can just pick this stuff up, put it on you. This is just really junk, but right now you don't have anything else. Pretty soon you're going to make enough money that you can actually afford some decent equipment that you're going to use later on to actually sit down and level it up. And we're going to go over how to actually level your equipment up, because the equipment is not leveled up like in most games. It's not by just getting a different piece of equipment. You'll use the same piece of equipment, but you have to use black stones. Where it succeeds, where it fails, it's just random numbers. And there's things called fail stacks in it. I'm just killing a few extra things because it'll help level up quicker too. Now this with a weekend, it gives you double experience points. So you level up even faster on the weekends. I can just go up and do staff attacks, and I get my mana back by doing staff attacks. Eventually you learn this thing called mana absorption. And what happens is it fully restores your mana just by pulling it just in a few seconds. Okay. So you're going to keep doing these little quests, and we're almost done with them. We're going to get to the Western Guard camp here in just a second. After that, we're going to do one quest there, so we level up the Black Spirit so we can actually get the thing to actually enhance our armor and our weapons, which is probably the most important thing in the game. And as you'll notice, when you walk around, you'll see all these little damn characters sitting here that has little blue things over top of their damn heads. And that's the ones you're supposed to kill for the quest. And it always does that, no matter how high you get up. Now, if you look, he gives you some stuff. And you have a dagger that has 2 AP instead of the other. You have a better staff here that you can trade out with. And so you get more AP. And the more AP you got, the more quicker you're going to kill things. And that's how you level up quick. The quicker you can kill things, the quicker you're going to level up. You see, I'm already level 12 already. And this is the low level stuff. I mean, you know, and you also get titles for killing a lot of these things. And of course, I've killed tons of them. This is probably one of the ones for up in the thousands. Let's see. And you'll even see on your little mini map at the top up here that it even shows you the yellow area where the things end, the next quest you're supposed to do. So that one's done. He takes so long to get here though. Okay, well now we're at the Western Guard Camp's the next one. And you can spend a bunch of time here going through all this, but this is not going to do you any good. I'm going to kill a few things along the way because it's just like the first mobs around. And you just want to walk toward the arrow, which I'm not. Ugh. But it's a beautiful game. I mean, you get to see all the damn trees, the flowers, you know, everything. And the Western Guard Camp is across the water. I'm just going to swim, walk around, go across the bridge, but I don't really give a damn. And right now it's springtime and they got these damn tulips sitting everywhere. And it looks nice, but a lot of people have had a lot of trouble with some of the graphics because the graphics are so high end that they just really, it gets shitty and it slows down your computer. And you really got to have a great computer for this thing. So you meet him and you're going to sit down and it tells you to meet the next guy, And finally you're going to get to this girl who's going to give you this thing in a stone chamber. And the stone chamber is where you want to go to. So, because that's where you're going to upgrade your little Black Spirit. So, you keep talking to all these little assholes everywhere. And they're finally going to take you down to this tent where the little boss is for the area. And let's see. But then the little Black Spirit pops up. So here comes Prince again. And he's going to give you a quest. Go talk to the girl next door. Why he could have did this a long time ago, I don't know, but he does. So you get the quest from her. Okay. And over here is a guy, he's going to teach you skills. And he's a skill instructor. And if you notice up top and the left up here, that you got energy. And you know, even though I can get max out 275 energy, the energy only generates one every 3 minutes. When you're offline and you're using a different character even, this thing will regenerate like about half or so of what the normal one does. So as long as you're logged in, even your alts are getting the energy back. And it takes days for it to get back up to 275 energy, but eventually it does. So he'll teach you skills, and he teaches you skills as long as you got the skill points, and he teaches them for free. And it doesn't cost you any energy. So you really want to come And you really want to do all of your stuff here instead of having to go out and use up 3 or 4 or 5 energy to start with, because you're not going to have 275 to start with to build up to. You're going to have very low energy. So this is a nice little quest. This is just to go out and kill a few wolves, and he gives you a bag for it. When you hit your eye, you see the number of bag spaces you got. You see how much you're already eat up with the bags. And you know, you're going to need a lot more bag space. And you do that by doing all these little Black Spirit quests. There's a few in town, and they give you, and you can look online on the wiki, and it'll tell you which one of the bag quests. They got a full list of everything. So you just go out here, you just kill these little wolves, and you're done. That's all it is to it. I'm not going to go back now because I know right up ahead is there's a whole bunch right there. And of course, this will level you up pretty good. I mean, you're already at level 14 and something. And if you just click your little thing over here, you look at your quests, and did I take the, I'm not sure if I actually took the quest from the girl or not. But anyway, I finished the wolf up, and I just go back and get the wolf quest away. If you don't like the hat on the girl, you can hit your eye key. They have a little hat icon here. You can actually just get rid of the hat. It's showing up even. So if you make a good looking female character and you spend the time doing it, you don't want to have that ugly hat on her, you can take that thing off if you don't have the other one. So you complete it, it gives you the, get the escape to get out of any of that stuff. Get a little black bag there. You click it, you get another free bag slot. So you get more inventory space. Okay. I've got a bunch of other quests sitting here. Let's see, that's the one. Nope. Oh, it's up top. So you just click on the little arrow thing. You can actually hit the T key, and your character is just going to run there. You can even hold down the shift every now and then whenever the stamina builds back up so you can run faster again. It used to be pretty bad when the game first started. They kind of redid all this where, you know, but there was always some asshole that was going to come out and kill you, especially who's a few levels higher. You can't fight until you get up to level 40 by doing a quest, or 45 you can fight anybody in PvE mode. And PvE mode in this game is everywhere. But, you know, if you do it too much, you'll have a dark, and where you see your name, it'll turn bright red. And if anybody kills you, you lose 2% experience when you're in that bright red. And it depends on how many people that you just randomly go out and kill. if you're really high leveled up. And you know, people can gang up on you, they kill you. If they kill you, you lose 2% experience. As you see how fast I'm leveling up now, that doesn't seem like a big deal. But later on, 2% takes you hours to get. So it's not easy to get that back if you get into the red. And the only way to get out of the red is just go out and kill mobs like crazy. You have to kill the shit out of everything. And I mean, sometimes I did this one day and I was pissed because they were breaking in where I was doing a guild mission. They just kept, the 4 or 5 of them, they kept fooling around, and I killed a bunch of them. And they all ganged up on me. They finally killed me after about 10 or 15 minutes. You know, and I should have probably just ran away. But, you know, I got into the negative karma part. It took me like 4 hours just killing mobs to be able to just do anything, to get out of it. And, you know, in that 4 hours, somebody killed me twice, you know, before I actually got out of the red part. All right, so if I've already done this before, so it automatically gives it to me, but if you don't, he's going to ask you to look at this little block. And it's kind of nice now because if you've done these things before, they automatically go already give them to you, and they'll give you, like once you get up to a certain level, they'll give you the bag quest that you know you did from the Black Spirit before. So it's really, so if you've done once, you don't have to go back and redo all these things over and over again because they're long and they're boring as hell. And as you'll notice, your little Black Spirit now has teeth. When he gets done, he's huge, and he's got arms and everything. And you also notice down here, he now can enhance items, which is extremely important, and he can transmute them, and he can actually, you can even change the grade of the stuff, the item reform stones, which it turns it from like a green item into a yellow item. So, you know, he can actually get your equipment up for you, and that's what he's here for. That's the main thing he's here for. You don't really give a crap about the rest of it, except for the little bag quest. He's actually going to give you a little quest out here. I'll probably do it because it just leads along the way to Vela. But once I get to Vela, I'm not going to do any more quests. And he's going to actually go out here and tell you to kill these little damn trees. So, and this is really easy. The hardest part is going to find 10 of the little small ones. But you'll see on top, if there's no blue on top of their heads, you don't have to kill them for the quest. Of course, you can get experience from doing them. You only need the little ones. One thing they used to not do was they used to not give you the, when you got to that first level, you had to actually go train. You used to have to go train the thing up to actually use the skill. Now when you get the first one, they automatically just give it to you, which is a little bit nicer. So you got the mana absorption where you can just pull all the mana from them. So you're just almost endlessly can kill stuff with a wizard or witch. You don't need any kind of potions or anything. You already have a heal skill. Okay. So then he gives you one for the imp. And he's going to give you a scroll after this that you killed. And that way I can show you the first boss. It's not really it's not a real boss. It's a boss for a personal person to use. You can get other people to help you, but there's no need to. So there's 3 different levels of them. This is actually the one that they call Red Nose. Now you can get the scroll once you hit 50 every day. Now the reason you want to get to 50 real quick is because when you hit 50 in the game, you get every daily thing of a scroll. And the scroll will summon like the Red Nose or the Tree Spirit. It's a boss. And you do it with 5 people. Of course, when you get leveled up to 55, 56 with awakening weapons, you don't need that. You can go out and kill these things on your own. And but of course, people usually get together as groups because you can loot this stuff. And you get loot off of everybody. So you'll get black stones, and the black stones are what you use to level up your character's armor and your weapons with. So that's the reason everybody usually gets together as a group, and they usually do this. So now he's going to give you a scroll. And you see it says boss scroll on it. But it's not much of a boss. Now the ones you get for every day, when you hit 50, the thing is much harder than this thing is. And when you hit, and if you find the world boss, and then somebody says Red Nose is up and you go run to it, that damn thing is hard as hell to kill. And you can be, like right now, I'm at 59 on my wizard, and at times I still get killed by that thing. Not much, because every time you level up, your evasion goes up and your accuracy goes up, so you hit the stuff more, you do more damage, because you're not ever missing. But then when you get to the point that you're not ever missing, it doesn't really matter. I mean, because it's just your damage is all about your AP, and it doesn't matter about any more of your accuracy after that point. And once you get to a certain point for certain characters, you're going to be hitting 100% of the time. All right, so you just take the little scroll and you summon the little boss. When he's going to come up, you can't hit him right away, not till he gets up fully. And he does his little stunt. Now, Wizard and Witch has no blocks. But they do have magical evade where they can just zip through stuff and zip behind it and not even get hit. And when you start hitting stuff from behind you, then it does a lot more damage. You see the back attack shows up. There's 2 damages in this game that are really good. It's the back attacks and it's the crits. And both do great in this game. Okay, so I finished. I call it the Black Spirit again. And I complete it. So now I got a little bit higher of the staff. It's still not a good staff, but it's, Now when you get up enough money that you can afford 300,000, it's about 300,000 silver. It varies on the trading post, but what you want to buy yourself is a Eureka staff. Most of the Eureka weapons are the best you can get for the low-end grade stuff. So you can go to anybody, you can sell all your garbage that you just collected. And this is where you make your money in this game too, is by selling all this stuff. As you'll see, I've got 10 mil in this account, but I'm not going to use any of my money. I'm assuming you're new, you're fixing to start out. So I'm going to play it just like I had to when I first started out. Now, all this stuff I picked up is totally useless. I mean, there's nothing here that you're going to really use. This thing right here, there's traces that you do use, but that one doesn't sell. You've already got one of those. Those low-end staffs and stuff are not going to sell. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to level up something that's like an accessory. As you can see, you got +1 accuracy on these things. Now, it might fail, it might not, but it usually doesn't on this really low-end stuff like this. It usually never fails, but the higher level stuff, you need 10 or 12 fail stacks to try to do something that's of a decent quality. But you just tell the thing to enhance, and it won't even let me enhance that one. But anyway, let's say I take the belts, and I put the 2 belts in here. And they have 20 more weight limit, 20 plus hit points. And if I tell it to do it, and I should have clicked the little thing so he doesn't go through his little screaming deal to do it. And see, now it becomes +1. So now I can carry, the weight limit's 20, but I got 30 hit points instead of 20, just by doing that. Okay. Now, so I'm at level 15, and I'm fixing to go to high from belt. When I get to level 20 or so, I'm going to end this, and this will be the first part of it, and I'll show you how to level between 20 and 30. And probably between 30 and 40 with this character. I do it. You just keep going down the road out of here. Now, if you were to listen to the Black Spirit, he would give you all sorts of damn little quests. But if you really, and you want to go back and you want to do some of these, because he's going to give you the bags, and there are some stuff that he gives you. He gives you some style weapons, but those things are useless. You can't upgrade them. And he'll give you one that's called a Bastille, and you have to get the Bastille Blackstones, but it can only go to +8, which is a low-end weapon still. And it's better than what you probably, have gotten, so far, or something that you're going to find. But pretty soon, when you get to about level 24 or 25, you're going to make enough money that, between 1 or 2 levels, if you're picking everything up and looting everything, that you can buy yourself a Eureka Stalker, which is what you're going to use until you can get up a few mil that you can buy yourself a Liberto at least. I don't recommend the Kazarka because Kazarka is a little bit more accuracy on the thing, but almost all the witch and wizards have accuracy. The Dark Knight has some accuracy that it can get for his skill points and stuff. So you don't need the accuracy for those 3 classes. Now the other classes don't have extra accuracy. So you're going to need the accuracy on those a lot more than you are on these. Because you can't fight higher level mobs, that are higher than you unless you can hit them. Because if you're only hitting them once every 10 or once every 20 times, you're not going to do a whole lot of damage no matter how much your AP is. But if you've got something that has accuracy on it, brings your accuracy up, you can actually fight a mob that's a little bit higher than you are. Rubber band it back. That's one thing you do sometimes when you hit the stamina in this game, or just rubber band back if it lags just a little bit. This game does lag some. I don't have the teleport yet, but it's okay. Every place has a stable. You get up enough money for 15K, if you look, every major town. The major towns are Calfium,
There's Valencia, Vela that we just came from, and Hoggle here, and all four of those towns, and all four of those towns, they have somebody that will trade you. There's one in Medea too. And all you have to do is look in the capital cities, and it's Hoggle, which is there. Of course, your mouth's not going to be exposed. Alta Valencia's out in the desert all the way across. And you got Vela up north we came from, and then down below where Olivia, where you started, way down south is Calpin. It's about a level 20 area though, 30 area. And each one of these guys will sell you a horse, and you can buy a tier 1 horse for about 15K. You can go out and catch yourself one yourself. You need ropes, you need sugar, and then you can go out and you can get one. When I hit like level 15, I'm not going to do the Black Spirit quest. I'm not going to go out there and kill all those little golems and stuff that are outside of Bella, because it's really time consuming. You're not going to level up very quick doing that. And I could do it a lot quicker if I was on a horse and I was sitting down riding a horse and showing you where to go to. But, you know, I'm assuming you started out and you didn't have enough money to buy yourself a horse. You can actually get a little donkey, but they don't move any faster than you do walking. And you can get that in Vela if you want the thing. It carries a lot more weight than you do, and it helps you with trading. There's this little girl here named Ma. When you get up high enough, she'll ask you to carry her back to town because she's lost. It's a little short thing. It gets you 100 CP experience for contribution points, which is really good starting out. So these guys are going to follow you because, you know, you're way, way lower than they are. Or not real much, but anyway, you're pretty much. And you can tell I'm lagging some. And the Black Spirit gets mad because, oh, you're... The thing about a wizard is, or a witch, you can just sit down and you can just run away from them a little bit. If you don't lag like crazy like I'm doing right now. See, I just died from the lag. So I'm going to resurrect the closest node, which is right here. Now, I have the nodes unlocked, by the way, but you don't have to start with, so the damn thing killed me from the lag. That's one thing I don't like about this game. This thing lags like shit sometimes. See, I'm rubber banding around in the game because if there's a lot of people on, you get a lot of lag. See, now I actually was able to go out there like I'm supposed to. But you can just flip behind them with a magical evade. See, I just leveled up. There's nothing purple out here now to me. It's a great place to level up from 15 to about 19. See, I just draw the mana back from them. I can heal myself up. Later on, you get a heal that's healed 90% of your skill, and I'm lagging again. Damn.
I never understood why I lag and they kill me, but when, like, I'm not doing any kind of damage to them, but, you know, they're doing damage to me. I never understood that about this game. And whenever you die, you lose 2%, and see, it's not even respawning good. It should respawn really quick, but it's not. Sometimes it'll lag so bad that you come into this loading screen like this, and you just sit there and you don't do anything for a little bit. Of course, sometimes I don't know if it's my internet connection or if it's, you know, their game, but I think it's probably theirs sometimes. Of course, sometimes I do have bad internet connections a little bit. We all do. And as you can see, the little circle down here is nice because it tells you I only need just a little bit, and then I can heal back up some, which is not much at this level. But as you go by, you'll be able to put more points into it, and you can level up quicker. That you actually heal up more. It not only heals you, it also restores some of your mana, which, you know, for a wizard is not a big deal. Once your mana absorption's up really high, you can just sit down and just pull. You can do one of those pulls right there. You can get every bit of your damn mana up. Of course, I ain't even had the second thing unlocked for this yet, where you actually get the other little combo effect and kill things a lot quicker. See, I'm almost leveled up again. You'll get used to hitting the E key if you're ever a witch or wizard in this game, because it's just going to heal you whenever you can. Of course, the cooldown time is quicker once you get it leveled up some, but you're not high enough right now to level it up. See, I've got 24 skill points, but I don't. Until you hit about level 20, you don't really get to level a lot of stuff up. You hit the K key and you can look. So I just leveled up again. And this isn't the weekend either. As you can see, I'm lagging bad as hell. Because they should have killed it a long time ago. When they start turning, like, they'll turn from purple if they're way higher than you are, and the Black Spirit gets upset as hell at you for that. The Black Spirit will get mad as hell at you for doing it, but then they start turning to a really dark red, like that one right there is, and the other ones are a little bit lower. They're starting to turn pink now, And that kind of tells you what range you're in and how to fight. And when you start getting into the pink level, they start getting a lot easier to kill because your accuracy is up pretty close to what you need. As you can see, I'm already halfway. And I keep getting combat skill points. I'm going to use one of the scrolls he gave me that gives me 10% experience boost. They don't last real long, but as you'll see down there, they only last just a few minutes. And 10% is not much. Like I said, on the weekend, you get 100%. So it doubles the experience I'm getting right now. So since I've been out here, if I had been using the weekend, I would already be like level 19 by now. Easily. One thing that lightning does, it slows them down too, makes them stiff as hell. The chain lightning does. The regular lightning actually stuns them for a little bit. So I'm up to level 18. I'm going to start going into the little place over here. And this guy's got a shop, so I can sell him all the garbage I've already picked up. And so I've already got 28,000 silver from this. And you'll notice I've got all these little jewels that I can sell. They'll actually sell. They would actually sell in the trading post. Almost any crystal will, because you can turn it into black powder. You're going to need that later on. But what you want to do for the start with, you want to sell all this garbage and get it out of your way, because you're going to need the money as quick as you can. And you can look and say, oh, well, we'll give you more at the trading post, but it won't sell because everybody farms all this stuff. I mean, the sunrise herbs, there's laborers that will pick that stuff up for you constantly. They'll never sell. And then what it sells for is so little that it's just not worth anything, because they're going to take 35% out at the trading post. So you might as well just go ahead and get your money and get it over with. Okay, so then I'm going to look at while I'm here, I'm going to look at my skills. And you'll look and you see you've got mana absorption unlocked. And there's one called Magical Shield. It does absorb part of the damage and everything, but the evasion is probably the best thing the wizard has, and you've got to learn to start doing that. And the casting speed is from that. Just level it up. You eventually will get where your healing aura will be better. And you'll have a healing lighthouse. You don't get it to level 27, but you'll look at the end. This thing's got a 30-second cooldown. It heals you 90%. So you can heal up all the time. And then you've got the one that's like every 5 seconds with a healing aura.
It's 15 now, but when it gets maxed out, it's 5 seconds, and it heals you up for like 20% on each one. Blizzard is probably the best thing you've got. It's a massive attack. I mean, it's huge damage. Once you can get up to level 19, you'll get residual get residual lightning, which is like a combo effect from chain lightning. And it's so easy to throw, and it's like double your damage. Because it's an instant attack. It does as much damage as chain lightning does, just by the whole time that you hold it down. All right, so I'm at 18 and 25. I'm going to start working my way toward the other guys. I'm going to go kill them next. They're higher than these, so the experience is more, and you level up even faster, and there's big mobs there. There's more mobs there than there are here. It would be better if I was about level 19 farm, but it's okay. You don't want to get too high. You don't want to get too far and too high ahead, because if you do, what's going to happen is you're not going to hit them, and it's going to take you longer to kill them, and you're not going to benefit from it. But these are kind of a spaced out kind of mobs. You go over here, and these guys are going to give you quests to kill all this stuff anyway. I'm going to take a few of them, and hopefully I'll finish some of them, because they give you the quest. Those are for the flamingos down there. The flamingos are easy to kill. They're a little bit higher than what we've been doing anyway. I don't really try to usually do much of this, because this is kind of time consuming too, when I can just run over here. It's right next door. Of course, those are right next door too, but they're higher mobs. There's a lot more of them. See, that's where we were just killing all this stuff. Now we're going to come down here and we're going to kill these guys. As you can see, a lot of them are already bred to me. It's not too bad if this damn thing just doesn't lag on me. See, I'm already at 18 and 76%. This game, you can fly through these low levels. There's just not any reason not to. You're not going to make it much from these guys anyway. See, I'm lagging. I'm not even hitting the damn things right now. I should be, but I'm not. I've seen it lag out and you just come back in dead. See, I didn't even absorb any mana. I'm just stuck. Nothing's moving. And like I said, I died. Son of a bitch. Alright. Damn thing killed me again. Just for no reason. Of course, I am running this for the video, and I am running a lot of different things right now, and that does make a difference, but still, a lot of times it's either the game or the game will lag something like this. But anyway, there's a lot of these guys around here. And it doesn't matter that I lagged out and I died, because, I mean, you get so much experience from these guys if you don't lag out again, which I am. One thing that's bad about chain lightning is you think you're hitting all of them, but you're not. You're only hitting 3 to start with, and then you start getting 5. You see I'm already at level 19 now. And you can draw mana from anything. Oh, this is any target. It doesn't matter. And it put me out to the node. It's just a little bit to where I was, a little bit from where I was at. This place is really great. There's all sorts of these things here. And if I hit my K, I can do the get back out on the road, so not much stuff will attack me, but I hit the K button, and I'm going to scroll down. I can actually take the residue of lightning. No, that's not the one I wanted, but I need to find my chain lightning. Unfortunately, all this stuff looks the same. Chain lightning, I need the residue, I need 23. And to throw lightning, you just hit the S and the F. It's actually your Black Spirit Rage deal, but you don't use it till you hit level 30. And then you'll get this Black Spirit Rage, and then you can throw lightning that just goes everywhere. It's a big, huge AoE attack, and it's not that one little streak like you just saw, but it's just like everywhere. I'm going to get to 20, and I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to show you how to level between, then I'll do another video on how to level between 20 and 30. There's not too much to be said when you pull mana from something. You get so strong, and this thing goes up in levels too, by the way. So it does damage to your targets when you use it on them. You can actually sometimes just down targets, you know, that are way lower than you just by hitting it. But anyway, now I'm level 20, and I'm just going to stop the video here. As soon as I can get out of here. And I'm going to go back to my little spot. If you got a pickup, you don't have pet, just hit the R key and just keep looting. And you see I picked up a different staff, and that staff probably higher than the one I've got right now, let me tell you the truth. I know that staff can be leveled up with black stones. I haven't found any black stones yet. I'll probably find some of those in the next area I'm fixing to go to after I get probably one more level. And I'll do that in the next video and show you how it's done. You see this one is 10 to 14 just as the other one is. They have different things they do though. One is weight limit goes up and 5% chance to heal and all that. And the one I have equipped, the one I just found has different damages. They increase AP, increase accuracy, and every time you level this up, your accuracy goes up. So, and then you have all this little garbage that you picked up that you can sell. First, I don't think there's a vendor here. So you'll have to run back in. If I remember right, there's not a vendor here. You don't have a shop anywhere. Except maybe the stable guy does. You have a trade manager, but you don't. And you do have a trade item here. I picked up a bronze coin. But see, you don't have even a shop at this stable. Because this is just a low-level stable. But I have this coin I picked up, and I can sell it for 500. And like I said, any level my trading up. I'm already up to 66,000 in the silver part. And if I look at my profile, it says I did this in 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I went from level 1 to level 20. And I could have did that a lot faster on the weekend. Of course, I had to do those quests to start with. And those quests are going to take a while. But if I did this on the weekend, I could have did this in like 30 or 40 minutes easily, because you don't have to worry about the grinding as much, because you double the experience. So I'd probably be level 23, 24 by now at least. Because it does get more as it goes along. It does take a lot more experience. And I'm going to go to the trading post before I get off. I'm going to show you how to trade, and I'm going to show you, what you need to buy. And I'm going to lag out. Damn. But when you get high enough, you can get her little quest. All you do is talk to her, and all you do is just carry her right back into town. It's not. This is one of those daily quests you do every day, and it gives you CP experience, like I said, for the contribution points. And all you have to do is carry the girl. It's right up here to Laura. And she's a vendor too. She sells potions and things. So if you're not doing like a witch or wizard, you're gonna probably need potions some. And you just talk to her, and then she will sit down and she'll give you that. And you can trade all the beginners in. And then you go to the shop, and you don't actually need these things. So you can't sell the beginner stuff, but once you put them into her, then you can sell those, because you're never going to need mana potions because you got mana absorption. Other classes need it, but you don't, if you're doing a witch or wizard. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to sell all the stuff I've got to her that I know is not ever going to sell. These These amulets will never sell. The staffs, nobody's ever going to buy those. All these little things that I picked up there, so I've already got 135K. You see, I've got this better shoes on than these things are, so I'm just going to sell those too. Nobody ever buys them. All right, so then I can just run up here to the trading post. And I can sit down and I can just do my listings. And of course, I've got a bunch of stuff and it's going to go into my, I've already got, I'm going to put it into my storage. I've got money and I don't know how many storage accounts, but this is just some junk that I found and I picked up and I just sold. I don't need it, so people buy it though. I wish they had a collect all thing for everything, but they don't. And this stuff, a lot of times, it'll sell pretty quick, so you know you can make your money pretty fast. A lot of people online all the time. And people, like I said, they'll always buy gemstones because they can turn it into black powder and they can grind it down, turn it into black powder. And you need that when you're making up crates and things. And usually people are making those up. So, you know, you just confirm you want to sell all these things and you're going to make probably about $4,500 out of it after they do the deduction. But that's going to give you a little bit more money once it sells. And when I come back, then this is the end of part 1. I'm going to do part 2 next. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you how to get from 20 to 30. Because I want to break them down so they're not so long. This is actually a longer one than I wanted to do. And so, but it's the basics of how to start out in BDO and get from level 1 to level 20 fairly quick, fairly easy. Like I said, if it was a weekend, it'd be even easier. But anyway, if you like this, just subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more to come. And thanks, guys.